because we're going to talk about, I'm single again. So hi everyone. I know it has been so long, but I am back and we're going to catch up on what has been going on just a little bit, not too much. We're going to catch up because we're going to talk about, I'm single again. So we're not going to dive too much into that because I'm going to keep some things private, but let's catch up. For those of you that are subscribed to my channel, you drink my milkshake. So for those of you that were already on my channel, I did post about my destination wedding, things like that. Well, 2024, I am single again. I became single again. So I was going through the process of that, and it was a very emotionally taxing process on on me, just because it's not something that was planned. Like, no one gets married to get divorced, okay? So it's not something that was planned, but it, looking at things now, it could have been avoided. I would just put it at that. And so I was going through the process of shame and guilt and all of that and working through that. And it was an emotional roller coaster for me. I am very much at peace. To be honest, once I cried my last cry, I was just like, I'm done. That's it. No more. And that's it. I don't know how to explain it because I tried to explain it to people. When I did announce it, everything was already done because I did not want anyone to be like, well, have you tried this? Have you tried that? Have you tried this? Because I knew this decision had to be made. And I didn't want anyone to start sending me stuff about suggesting this, suggesting that, and all of that. I wanted this decision to be truly me. So everyone found out. I had already, mentally, I had already processed everything and not necessarily moved on, but yes, moved on. And so when everyone find out, they're like, oh my gosh, how are you? Are you okay? And all of that. I said, oh, I am fine. You guys are just finding out, but I already dealt with all these emotions. I already did all of that. I worked through majority of those, and you're just now finding out everything is done. Don't tell me how to fix nothing. That's it. You can't do anything. So that's pretty much that. And then going through the process of just telling myself to slow down and just be less stressed and stop worrying about things. And once I moved out, everything was just complete. It was peace. And I learned to be more at peace because it was already peaceful, but I learned to be more at peace. I learned to slow down. I learned to just be. And it was the most amazing experience. I stayed with some lovely relative that let me stay with them for a couple of months, and it was amazing, and I could not thank them enough. So yeah, so while I was going through that and learning more about myself and strengthening my faith with God, because that was something that started to fade. And that's one thing that for my next relationship, that relationship with God has to be number one. And I'm not going to compromise that anymore. So that for me is important, and strengthening my faith in God and just reading my Bible more, and that completely changed the way that I was thinking about stuff. So once I started, it was like I would be worried about something and I would be like, oh wait, there's go read that verse that you highlighted about worrying about this, worrying about that. And it helped so much with stress level and just being more at peace, just in a way working with the flow. And just if something changes, it's not a big deal. If something doesn't happen, you know, not try to stress about it over and over. So I've been doing amazing, to be honest, and I am ready to get back to content creating. I've moved to my own place, so I am excited to create once again and bring you guys more content. So I know it's a lot. So bring you guys more content. I will post weekly for now. I cannot post more than that because of work and scheduling and trying to keep myself consistent and not overwhelm myself. I am going to just post on YouTube once a week. And because I'm also focusing on my content creation this year, I'm also posting out. I am on Instagram. So I'll be posting on Instagram about 3 times a week, which is why I say I don't want to overwhelm myself because all the videos that I've, you know, all the stuff that you learn about, you know, growing on Instagram, things like that, you gotta post every single day, 2 times a day, 3 times a day. And that's how I would become overwhelmed because I was worrying about just posting every day. Then I would get burned out about like, I don't feel like posting. So I'm creating a schedule just to keep myself, you know, accountable and consistent in posting and not overwhelming and not overwhelm myself. So for YouTube, either the video is going to be posted Saturday or Sunday. I haven't decided which specific day. So maybe one day it might be Saturday, maybe one day it might be Sunday, because I do need to edit. I'm working full time, and after that I'll be planning on editing. So depending on when I edit the YouTube video, Instagram video, then I'll be posting either Saturday or Sunday for that week. So thank you for my new subscribers. Thank you for my old subscribers that you stayed subscribed. Get ready to see more hair content for now. I'll post a little bit of, you know, moving into my place and setting it up. Those videos are more vertical, so maybe I'll put them somewhere here. I moved into my own place. I found the perfect place. It was not the place, honestly. It was not the place. It was not on my list of apartments at all. It was kind of last minute because there was an apartment that I wanted, and I was looking, and that's the one that I was tracking prices. And for some reason, the one that I wanted, like, it wasn't available. It wasn't available for the date that I needed to be available. So I almost applied to it. Then I waited the next day, it went up $40. No, actually the next day it went up $5. So I started panicking. I'm on my way to work and I said, okay, I'm gonna apply it. I get to work and I have to train somebody. So of course I have no time to apply for the apartment. By the time I looked, it was around 12-ish, 1 o'clock. By the time I looked, the price went up $40, $50. And I wanted to cry so bad because that's the place I wanted. I already saw where I was going to set up my things and everything. So I was contemplating. I almost applied for it. Then I don't know, something told me to wait. So I just waited. I went back home and I said, okay, we're gonna search one more time for apartments. And then I found this one. And then I saw the pricing and I was like, that's not bad. So I scheduled a tour for, I think, the next day, and I just loved it. Now, this specific apartment I did not see because someone was living in it, but she showed me she showed me one that would look like it, and I was just, yes, that's the one. So I went home, applied the same day, and pretty much, I mean, I'm here now. And the best thing about it is the apartment is supposed to have carpet, and I do not like carpet because I have allergies and things like that. I prefer no carpet. And guess what? No carpet whatsoever. I was about to buy a vacuum and everything, just, you know, to get ready to vacuum and everything, and I don't have to do any of that. So it was exactly what I wanted. And the bathroom is amazing for content creating, but also so much space. I love it. It's just perfect. So like I said, nothing but God got me through 2024, because sometimes I didn't think that I would get through it, but I did. I have amazing friends, amazing family that support me. My mom came to help for the weekend. She helped with groceries and cooked, and I had some food in the freezer that she made that are just sitting there for it to be ready to be eaten. So I am so grateful to those of you that stay subscribed, my new subscribers, and for my family and friends that supported me through this whole journey. 2025, I am getting some brand deals. So when you see that sponsored video, I better see you engage, okay? But I'm getting some brand deals because I did not like the situation that I was in 2024, financially speaking, and also working, you know, financially speaking. So I said no more of that. And when I can fully live off and something that I love, like content creating, and enjoy, have my summers off, have my year off, be able to go to my niece recital, you know, just my mom needs something set up, be able to just do that. That's what I want to do. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more from me.